Can you feel it?
That surge of anticipation.
That constant bubbling energy.
In those moments when anything could happen.
And it's almost as if
time
slows
down.
Guinness, everything is possible.
Which kind of
Welcome everyone to week one of the MVP. I can see behind the scene that the origin video is playing. The common thing we all had, we were all doing like this. I thought I was the only one that I saw everyone. So I think it's a good vibe. Week one is in the bag, guys, and it's been a roller coaster of results and happenings for week one. So far, let's start with Shayo. What have you seen so far?
Hey guys, great to be back. The original in the game show. Thanks to Origin, our proud sponsors, and big shout out to all the gamers. Fantastic week one, especially for PES. And when we delve into it, I'm going to need to find out why it was the goals reign in the course of the week. And there's someone that is wanted by the football authorities for the damage he did in the course of the week. Ogba Victor, beating somebody by 11 goals to nothing. You are wanted. That is a massacre, and it will be tried. But all the same, great performance from all the gamers that saw us narrow down to 32 who went into a group phase, and they've been going head-to-head in there. So great week, great start to the mobile game tournament season 3, of course, powered by Origin.
Okay, thank you very much for that. And Yemi, welcome back.
Yep, good to be back. I just have to say that first and foremost, I have to give credit to the guys working behind the scene. It's a hell of work. If you're in that Telegram group or in the Discord group, it's a lot of work. Managing, by 1,000 people, trying to put everybody in the straight and narrow, trying to get everybody to play. You hear somebody coming at past midnight saying, Mr. So-and-so, let's play. And I'm like, at midnight, go sleep. And that goes on for
maybe the person is in another time zone.
I have to give credit to the moderators. People think that this thing is just to play. The moderators, and that's credit to fair. The moderators, the guys handling the Telegram and Discord group, I doff my hat to you guys. Because sometimes when I see some of the conversation, I'm like, what is this? But the guys handle it with a lot of maturity, a lot of professionalism in the way they handle some of the scuffles that go on in the group, and ensuring that everybody is satisfied as much as possible and reasonably as well. Yesterday, if I told somebody that the deadline is 8 p.m., they now came back at I think 10 minutes to 8. Is the deadline still 8 p.m.? I said, morning. Sorry to the deadline is 8 p.m. They're coming at 10 to 8 to ask again, is the deadline still 8 p.m.? I have to give credit to the guys working behind the scene. It's a ton of work. I really appreciate you guys. Of course, we won't be here without our sponsors, the guys from Origin. Great sponsors, great support. And of course, we have a lot of goodies still to roll out this year. Shia, did they get my very simple question last week?
It's rather disappointing they didn't get it. We even had nobody even came through. We even had and I'm sure so many people saw it on a page on Twitter, on social media, where we had this spots the ball for the PES thing.
Yeah.
No, everybody missed that. I don't know how. Everyone chose A and C. Meanwhile, the answer was B. So it's like
Oh, B.
the
Yeah,
the
I saw
the
that.
it's like the goodies is eluding people. But hey, we go again as we say. We
I
You
don't-
move.
don't want
I
us to
move.
keep our goodies.
I don't think so. I think they wanted to. You know how the lottery is. If you don't win this week, they will double it next week. So probably they are waiting for it to amount up.
Okay, maybe that's okay. Okay, maybe that's the plan. Maybe
But,
that's the
but,
plan.
but well, like
We
like
will,
like Yemi has said in many
Okay,
shows.
when we get to that point, we'll take it from there.
Yeah, and like Yemi has said on many shows, if you people don't win, we're going to enjoy the goodies ourselves.
Oh well, here we go.
Yeah, so hey, that is it. So yeah, so once again, shout out to our proud sponsors. It looks like I'm the only one who is back again with my own.
No, mine is on the way. Mine is on the way. Don't worry, it's on the way.
Mm.
I won't miss it. I won't miss it.
You won't miss it. Okay. Okay. I'll hold you to that. So guys, as we're speaking, the Ludo King semifinals is ongoing.
Great.
It's been a tough battle, and as you can see, this is what the table looks like. So we have Olumide Kayode and Femi Faraway battling it out for the final spot, and you have I can see why Yemi is laughing, and you have Ogba Favor, who was also in the PS Mobile. Shai, if you can recall.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's the guy. That's the guy that is wanted. So we spotted him already. We know where he is right now.
Exactly. So he's actually doing jack of all trades at the moment. He's in Ludo King semifinals. I believe he should be leading his group also in the PES Mobile.
And there's an upset. There's an upset up there. Shone Ahmed, if you remember him, Shoneski Pro. That's his handle on Twitter. I think he's won or he's been on the podium twice, the last two editions, and it seems he's been taken to the extreme by Olamide Kayode. So let's wait and see how that pans out. If it will be a clear sweep or he will be able to bounce back.
And Olamide, funny enough, Olamide is a first time entry
contestant
on the MGT. Wow. I don't know if I should be saying this. His phone is dead. He's using a friend's phone to play as we speak.
Oh wow, interesting.
Yeah, he has been in a Telegram group saying, "Hey, my phone is dead, but this is what I'm using. Let's play." So I don't know. Is that dedication or passion for your phone to be dead? And you're like, "No, I still have to play."
Interesting. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, I can see you laughing because of Femi Faraway.
but then let's give kudos to Femi.
Yeah, he's been consistent.
Oh, Yemi has dropped off. Let's give kudos to Femi. Because there are two other people in his category, if we understand what that means, who before now had made an attempt and they didn't come this far. So hey, good one for him. There's been Rotimi, there's been Nnamdi, who made an attempt, and Femi is coming this far. So kudos to Femi.
Let me just read one comment. I can see Sadiq saying "far away for the win."
We totally understand where that is coming from, Sadiq. It's a brotherhood thing.
Oh, well, you have to support your own.
Your brother.
Exactly. You definitely have to support your own. So guys, in your comment section, feel free, throw in your comments if you have anything to say, if you have anything to ask. It's the banter too is even open. You can go ahead and banter. And like we said earlier on, no one won the goodies from last week, so the question still rolls over to this week. Stay tuned, and you can just be the lucky one to win some goodies. So now let's move on to the cream of the crop, which is the PS Mobile. which Shai had already opened the can. We've been seeing ruthless. I'll use the word ruthless score lines.
If it was Mortal Kombat, it would be fatality and brutality at the end of the games. Seriously. But hey, good showing. Goals reign, which is why everyone should head over to LASF TV on YouTube to see goals, and more goals. Fantastic goals in there. Trust me.
I guess we'll take one group at a time. Let's. Okay, so each player has played 4 games, and they have 2 pending, and this is what this group 1 looks like. Where we have Joseph. Let's see. Yeah, he has 15 goals.
15 goals for 10 conceded. Ogba Favor, interestingly, hasn't been able to match his first round performance in the group phase.
True.
And he sits at the bottom of that group. Noble Charles, I think I saw his game. He won his group, his first round game by 7-6. I think it was a very close one, and good to see that he's still holding on strong in there. So yes, good stuff for the guys in Group A.
Wow, well, I guess they've moved what's it called, Ogba Favor to the Big Boys League now.
Now he's coming up against people on his level. So he has to do better than the whitewash he gave whoever he defeated by that 11-0. So he needs to do better. He needs to do better. Two games left. Looking at that table, he's got 1 point. I think he can still catch up with the person in second position, which 2 people are qualifying from the group. He can do better, really. He can do better.
I hope so. I hope so too. I hope so, because that is, well, let's see. Then we do have Group 2. St. Patrick. It's a decent group. He leads the pack with 5 goals and conceding 2.
And technically he has qualified, except something really bad happened in his last 2 games. And of course, still depending on how the fixtures go, because with 10 points, the third position with 4 points, I think it's all down to the last 3 to fight it out for the second position. St. Patrick's through to the next phase. Marshall, Allison, Ajayi, Taoreed will all fight it out for the second position.
Look at the goals Marshall has scored and conceded.
18-16, all +2. Even St. Patrick, who keeps it conservative, 5 goals, 2 conceded, has +3, which is more than he has with all the goals he scored. So he's a funny player, and it's a funny scenario he finds himself, which may end up edging him out. Because if you look at it, if Allison racks up a couple of goals, not necessarily scoring up to 18 goals, then it would be edging him out on goals difference. And that would be disappointing to have scored 18 goals and not be able to match it up.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at Group 2 and Marshall's, the goals he has scored and goals he has conceded.
Cheers, guys.
Can you hear us?
I doubt if Yemi can hear.
Okay, he's having a little bit of network issue.
Network issues.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's just take a quick break to pay some bills and just give shout out to our sponsors, Guinness Extra Smooth and Origin.
Can you feel it?
That surge of anticipation.
That constant bubbling energy.
In those moments when anything could happen.
And it's almost as if
Time
slows
Down.
Guinness. Everything is possible.
Meaning there's nobody like God. agụ na-ataghị ihe n'ụra ka ọ bụrụ n'ala. Nwa ka ibe amụrụ ka ewuru onye ga-achị ibe amụrụ ka ewuru onye na-enwe mmebi na-agani n'ọtụtụ n'ehihie na abalị. Chineke ga-agọzi gị. I love you. Ahụrụ m gị n'anya ka ọ gara gị n'ụwa.
Which kind of
Welcome back, everyone who is watching us. Thank you. This is the original game show brought to you by the Lagos Esports Forum and proudly sponsored by Guinness Extra Smooth and Origin. So we're back to Group 3 of the PES Mobile, and Shayo Benghazi is leading the pack. Decent scoreline for him. His goals against and his goals for.
Yeah, decent performance, but then I like the fact that this group is very close. Anyone
very tight.
can actually still qualify from the last 2 games left. So Benghazi has the initiative, but he has a lot to do. And Caxton, I think Caxton is a popular name we've seen before.
It's a common name.
I think it was 8-ball pool. I think it was 8-ball pool in the last edition. It's good to see him put it himself out for PS Mobile and not doing badly. Aqua was someone I was just looking at his performance. Let me try and see if I can get it. Aqua defeated Ajibade 13-9 in the last round. So also a high scorer, but I don't know what is wrong with him this time around in this. But hey, we'll wait and see how this group pans out. Any of them can still qualify.
Yemi, are you back with us?
My internet is really messing up. I can hear you guys, but it keeps breaking. I don't know if you can hear me.
We can hear you loud clearly. Clear, exactly, loud and clear. Okay, that's fine. All right,
can you hear me right now?
Yeah, we can.
Yes, clearly.
Really bad.
Okay, so let's keep it moving. Shire Group 4, which is also a tight group. I think Unisa Ifeoluwa has qualified already. No, he's close to qualification. I know you need 10 points to be safe.
At least to be safe, yes. So a draw should guarantee that. But just like the other group, everyone here still stand a chance to qualify. But Unisa, of course, has taken initiative. It's all down to him to maintain the lead and see if he would qualify.
Have you noticed something? The goals for and the goals against, it looks like a lot of these guys know how to score, but zero idea about defending.
And that's an amazing thing, because when we talk about playing on the big stage, it's down to how well you can defend, seize initiative, and take the game. We see that in real life football and also in e-football, whether PES, whether FIFA, in this case PES Mobile. You need to actually keep it tidy at the back. That would help you, go to the next phase and go to the next level. So for them, they need to actually keep it tight at the back. And I think whoever would win this eventually will be that person who is able to keep it tight at the back, not necessarily who is a very high scorer. As we've seen in one of the groups, the guy with 18 goals is not top of the table. The guy with 5 goals and just 2 conceded is top of the table, even as a better goal difference, because you scored 18 and conceded 16. Hey, it's not doing you any good. So at the end of the day, whoever would win this would be that person who can keep it tight at the back.
Yeah, because I'm wondering, is it, or probably it's me, like, is it easier to score in the game and it's hard to defend in the game? Or
To defend.
Yeah, because it looks everyone is just banging in goals, and just aside the guy who was leading, I think Group 3, who you said, he has scored 8.
Yeah.
Considered, very conservative.
5 scored 5, considered 2, kept it tidy, kept it neat at the back. That's the kind of performance you expect. Though he didn't score much, but 4 games, 5 games, and 5 goals, 2 considered is decent enough to sit top of that table.
I think we should start to. I think for me, he's a black horse now. As someone I'll monitor as going into
as we progress.
Into the elimination stages to see how he does it. As for the big scorers and the big considers, I don't know about them. Let's keep it moving. Yeah.
Not the best.
And then we have Group 5, where I think no one is safe, but I think Kabiru Olawale is
Kabiru
out.
can't. Yes, Kabiru cannot qualify.
Yeah.
For Zave, Oguni Favor, and Nwandike Somtochukwu.
Yeah.
All stand a chance to still qualify, and it's really, really tight. Really, really tight.
Yeah, I think Somtochukwu.
And this is
his
and
goal
this is another group.
This
is another group. This is another group where the goals are kind of decent, and Somtochukwu, as we can see, it's interesting that he hasn't conceded any goal. He has scored 3. He scored 3, 1-2 draw 2. Decent performance from him going into the last 2 games of that group to see if he will qualify.
Exactly. Yemi, are you with us now? Yemi, are you with us?
No mass.
Okay. All right. We'll keep it moving. Shayo, this is an interesting group, and there's an old name that's come up in this.
Yeah, Okafo Onyedika, past MGT winner in is it Ludo King? I think it was Ludo King, and of course I think Zero Remorse were second, were they? In MGT2.
Yeah, they were second,
and he played for them in there also, and they're champions of AMCL
exactly.
Season 1. So Yedika has shown that he's a versatile gamer who has brought his prowess on PES Mobile, and same he shows in COD Mobile. Though he trails the top 2 here, but hey, you can't rule him out. Especially looking at the fact that there's a whipping boy in there. If he gets a chance against that team, Amazing can use that to gather points, as we usually say in local parlance, and that's Chukwuebuka Agbasi, who doesn't seem to have picked any point. And in all the groups we've checked, I think he's the only one who hasn't picked any point. Rather disappointed. I don't think he scored too. That's interesting. He hasn't scored. He's considered 12. And it's probably down to the fact that it may not be down to the fact that he's a bad player. Maybe down to the fact that he has found himself amongst this really, really
ruthless,
wicked guys. Talking about Gafar, Mohammed, William, and of course Dika. That's Okafo Onyedika.
Yeah, this is a tight group for the 3 of them.
Yeah, any of them can still qualify. Any of the top 3 guys can still qualify.
Yeah.
So it's really one group I want to look out for, especially because of Dika, who, like I said, very versatile guy, is a good CODM player, and he's come up here also and come this far. Also means he has a lot of potential to move to the next phase.
Very good. Is Yami with us now or still battling with network?
I can hear you. I think it's a bit better now.
Okay.
Hello?
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a bit better now.
Okay. All right.
Great.
That's good. So we have Group 7, Shayo. Big Shady leading it with 12. He's done and dusted. He's up to he's
Oh
qualified.
man, dry.
Mhm.
Oh man, dry.
I think
Oh man, dry.
Oladipo is out. He's out of this
And you
one.
can see, yes, Oladipo is out 1 point. I doubt, not technically not out, but I doubt if, depending on the last 2 games he would play, I doubt if he would be able to catch Samuel Kelechi, and that's even if Bola J doesn't, gather more points from the last 2 games. It's a really tough one. Technically, he's not out, but it's a tough one, tall order for him. But look at Big Shady's goals for and against. This is the kind of decent one we're talking about. You scored 21, concede 5, which is just about a quarter of what you've scored. That's decent. That's how you expect someone should go, and that's someone we should look out for, especially because I think he's the only one also so far that's gathered maximum points from his first 4 games.
Yeah.
So he's definitely one to keep our eyes on.
Yeah, he's taking no prisoners in this one. He's not playing, basically.
He's big indeed and shady.
So, guys, watching, we're having an interesting conversation about the week 1 of the PS Mobile. Feel free to jump in. Feel free to, comment. I can see Clinton Uzodima, who said Group D, which was one of the tightest groups, as being a very strong group, and it's still open to the top 3 where anyone can qualify, basically. So, guys, keep your comments going as we go through the group stages and, discuss more about the MGT 3. Let's see. I need to. Do we have more comments here? Okay. We don't have any more. So, Shayo, as we're going through the groups, what have you seen? It's the first time ASF is opening their hands up to PS Mobile. So, what vibes have you gotten?
It's a vibe of let's do more. Sincerely, it's a vibe of let's do more. I'm hoping sometime soon, maybe not the MGT4, but hey, we never know. I'm hoping sometime soon we can have a situation where maybe the last 16 or even the last 32 can play a LAN version. We have a pool. We had over 100 entries for this, narrowed down to 32. Maybe those 32 or the last 16 can come to a very fancy place, very lovely ambience and atmosphere to compete in the tents, with the tense shout of the fans, of course, under COVID restrictions and all that. So it's a case of let's do more. The PES community and the PES gamers have shown that they're really, really up for it, are ready for it, and we're excited to be doing this with them.
All right, wonderful. Thank you. And now we have the final group, which is the group 8. And it is, I think this is the tightest.
Well, but I think we've seen a tighter one. The one with the 8, 5, 4, and maybe 4. That's tight. This is also actually tight, and that's because games have not been drawn here. So it's either you win or you lose. They are not joking. Look at all of them.
Yeah,
no one has
true.
drawn any game.
No one is
so
drawing
either
any
you
game.
win. They are not taking chances. You either win or you lose. So that's what makes this group interesting. If it was a case of games being drawn, then you picked 1 point off someone, you've stolen another point off another. But as it stands here, nobody is dropping points. Is either I win or is either I lose, and that's where they all have a multiple of 3, and everyone still stands a chance of qualifying from this group. With the last 2 games they will get to play.
I think Kingsley might pull through, even if he's first or second.
If we look at his goals difference, his goals for and his goals against looks very decent. Looks like someone who actually, of course, one more game out of the 2 would guarantee his place in the next round. So that's the kind of mindset he would have with the last 2 games in this group phase for him. And like you mentioned, yes, his trajectory looks decent, and it looks like someone who would actually knock up that last win and move on to the round of 16.
Yeah, I think I still need a PES mobile gamer to explain to me this score, these goals for and against, because I'm seeing a lot of people shipping goals.
Basketball score lines or handball score lines.
Yeah,
Very interesting.
Yeah, I'm wondering what's going on. Is it
Very
that
interesting.
you guys you're not, focusing on the defensive side of your gameplay and just like, I just want to outscore my opponent. You score me 4, I score you 5. You score me 6, I score you 7. Basically, because that's how it's looking.
As long as I can outscore you, I have the points in the bag.
Yeah,
that kind of mindset. But then when you play people like Big Shady, Kingsley, and one other guy we mentioned earlier on, you're going to find it difficult because they will keep it tight, and you would not be able to actually break them down, and that would be your going into a knockout phase of the tournament.
Exactly. That's good. Yemi is off again. Hopefully he can join us. So guys, feel free, join us in the conversation. Whatever you want to say, let us know so we can, share it. Go nowhere. Let's just take a quick break.
I'm just 2 years older than you. You have to do something better.
We are not happy.
You can't start a sentence without saying sorry.
From my own perspective, life has been fair.
Otherwise, but we still have good spirit in us, Sha.
My good country.
The only thing I love about you is the music. Everything about us is unique.
Nigerians are very resilient.
I will ensure that I protect the image and brand of Nigeria.
Carry out my civic responsibilities.
No bribe. Shortcuts is no cut at all.
Everything when they inside me, I will put up to make sure say my Nigeria great.
Nigeria, I want you to get better.
Make your citizens happy so that nobody will think of leaving this country.
Can you feel it?
That surge of anticipation.
That constant bubbling energy.
In those moments when anything could happen.
And it's almost as if
time
slows
down.
Guinness, everything is possible.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, viewers. Yemi, also welcome back.
Crazy.
Welcome.
Crazy.
Welcome back.
Had to switch networks. I'm seeing some of the comments. I don't know if you guys have addressed something, and I want to say this very quickly. For every competition, there are laid down rules and regulations. Now, I know for a fact that the reason why we created 2 mediums, Discord and Telegram, is to avoid any controversy or any issues relating to walkovers and what have you. Why? Because the information is always on those 2 platforms. Stay for kickoff and start off every game and every competition. So if for whatever reason you don't meet that time, you now conveniently come at a particular time and say you are coming online and seeing that some games are already being worked over. I'm sorry. Just like in football or in regular sports, there's always a kickoff time. If you are not there at that kickoff time, the right thing, what the regulation provides for is to walk you over. So those that are complaining that they were walked over, I'm sorry, please, next time, keep to time. Follow the rules. Pay attention to what is going on in the respective groups created, Telegram and Discord. So see you next time.
Thank you for addressing that, Yemi. Shayo, we have a comment here for you. I believe this gamer was saying, he said that guy that you said kept it tight at the back. was very lucky against me. I hit the post thrice. All he does is play long balls.
Oh well, let's say that's a strategy.
Well,
the strategy works against
Shelby. Exactly, Shelby Pes. I'm sorry. Some people criticize Jose Mourinho and say he packs the bus, but he's probably one of the most successful managers of his generation. His style doesn't have to be kind to you. As long as it's kind to him and it works well and it gets the result that he deserves or that he desires. So that's why esports also mirrors life, somehow. So better luck next time, Shelby. Maybe that's a lesson to you that sometimes possession is nothing. And also, in the words of my friends, in the days we used to play winning 11, where you be complaining, I hit the bar 3 times. They tell you, because accuracy is there. That means you're not accurate. That's why you're hitting the bar. And I'm sure you know that even in regular football, hitting the bar is counted as not on target. It's counted as off target. So
it's just
better
luck next time, Shelby.
Shaya, you wanted to add something to that?
No. I think it's just perfect. And like I said, it's his style, and as long as it's within the rules, whatever works for him. And they played 2 legs, so it means if you had seen that in the first leg, the lesson is something you'd have taken into the second leg to counter him or whatever style is playing, and that will show your own pedigree as a coach.
Yeah,
even
not the 2 legs. Once you see that that's his mode of play in the first half.
In the first half, you've already switched.
Yeah, so your second half, you'll be like, okay, fine.
Switched,
exactly. So hey, like Yemi said, better luck next time.
Yeah.
All right, so that's all for week 1. Week 2, we do have the roundup of the group session for PS Mobile, and we'll be going into 8-ball pool. Shayo, what should we be expecting? What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking like I think that was one of our campaign during MGT2, the second season, where we said where it was tagged precision. The thing about 8-ball pool is how precise you are in getting the pot. So more than anything, I'm looking for precision amongst the players, and I'm looking forward to seeing upsets like we saw Shoneski Pro being dumped out of the Ludo King. Maybe there will be another upset, and the first timer will be going into the semifinals or even getting to win it this time around. And that's the excitement in all this. Let's get new faces, new names on the winning pack, and the bragging rights till the next mobile game tournament.
Wonderful. And Yemi, what are you looking at for? What are you expecting?
I just want to see more goals, more goals, more goals, more goals, more goals, more goals.
I think that's a given.
I like the banter going on in the Telegram group. Yeah, especially with the PES guys. It's really, really, really interesting. And if you guys can just keep doing this and also enhancing the conversation online. Who knows?
Social media.
PES
with the hashtag.
Social media with the hashtag and anything. PES might just be a new darling for us, but hey, you guys have to get involved. Get involved, keep the comment. I know, Twitter this, Twitter that, but it's all right. We're finding ways around it, but then you can still put up, post your highlights on Instagram, on Facebook, and also tag the Lagos Esports Forum with the hashtag, to keep the conversation going. So I'm looking forward to more PES. And I think by the weekend, we should have 8-ball pool coming up. So that should be interesting. It'll be interesting to see some of the new guys coming on the scene. It'll be good to see how they perform, because we have a few new guys who've come onto the scene in Ludo King and have actually shown that there are no pushovers. So that's what I'm looking forward to in the new week.
Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. Just as we speak, there has been an update on the Ludo King for the finalists. I guess we can give them, yes, we can give it a drum roll at this point for this one, which to me is not a surprise. Just let me put that up to the screen. And there we have it. The finalists.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Where is in the final?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
What a wahoo.
And guess who the second person is?
Ooh.
That is Katana Flash.
Katana Flash, yeah. I was trying to remember the name.
Didn't he win the last time?
He did win the last time.
That's the defending champion.
Defending champion.
Yeah. That's nice. Very interesting.
That's the defending champion.
Very interesting. Very interesting to have Katana Flash in the final again. Wow.
Exactly. Guys, just make sure you're following LESF on Twitter because most likely the winner will be announced there. We may have
at Lagos Esports.
At Lagos
Twitter
Esports.
and Instagram.
We'll probably have finished the show before they conclude the finals, basically. But just so that you have an idea, this was what the semifinals looks like, and this is the two guys who'll be going at it, basically. And it's that time for the questions. Shayo, I will give you the mic.
It's Yemi now.
Oh, it's Yemi. Okay.
This is Yemi's show. I did AMCL, Yemi. I just leave Yemi to do. Yemi's the original guy. So let him just do it.
Okay, so I don't want to believe that the question I asked last week was too tough, but then nobody got it. Okay, so this is very simple. You guys have been playing Ludo King. Okay, no. Okay, now let's do it this way. We play Ludo King and PES Mobile this week. So all I need from you is to tell us the companies, the name of the companies behind those games. So which company made Ludo King and which company made PES Mobile? I think that is if you play the games,
exactly,
you should know that question. So the first three correct answers win. So we're going back to what we did earlier. So the first three correct answers that give me the companies behind Ludo King and PES Mobile win goodies from our sponsors, Origin.
Okay, so guys, you already have the expo there. There shouldn't be any reason why people should miss this one. Basically, there is no reason. I think we have comments here. I thought I saw a comment coming. Oh, there's someone answering here. Are you meant to? Is answer
supposed to answer on Twitter, VPN or no VPN? Answer on Twitter. Ensure that the hashtag is there, because that's another thing. The hashtag is very important, and you are answering at Lagos Esports. So please, let's be very clear. You're answering at Lagos Esports. Put the hashtag, put the name of the companies behind the two games, Ludo King and PES Mobile. So.
Okay, all right. So that is all the time that we do have. Please remember that it is weekly, every Sunday at 6 p.m. So join us next Sunday as we'll be able to, do a recap of week 2 and the recent updates as to what is happening. From myself, thank you for joining us, and I'll allow the girls, give their closing remarks.
Okay, great to have done this again. Amazing time as always, talking about the different games and going into week 2 of the mobile game tournament. Guys, keep the hashtag right there on social media, on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, Lagos Esports. In some cases, Lagos Esports Forum. Just look for us, look for our logo, Lagos Esports Forum. That's the original logo, the original thing that you should be looking for out there on social media. And of course, original in the game is the hashtag for you to interact with us on social media. Thank you so much to everyone. Thanks to our proud sponsors, platinum sponsors, Origin, who we're enjoying this comment from them. Yemi, we are going to sanction you next week if you don't display your.
Noted.
So, guys, have a great week. Thank you for joining us on the show.
All right. Thank
Can
you
you
everybody
feel
for
it?
joining.
Go ahead, Yemi.
Conversation. Continue to enhance the conversation on social media. Keep it coming. Tell your friends to tell their friends. Tell your enemies. Tell everybody. The Mobile Games tournament is real. It's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. And we look forward to the activities this year. Hopefully, we get more goals in the PES Mobile and then usher in 8-ball pool subsequently. Thank you very much.
All right, guys. We'll see you next Sunday.
Can you feel it?
That surge of anticipation.
That constant bubbling energy.
In those moments when anything could happen.
And it's almost as if
time
slows
down.
Guinness. Everything is possible.
I'm just 2 years older than you. You have to do something better.
We are not happy.
You can't start a sentence without saying sorry.
From my own perspective, life has been fair.
Otherwise, but we still have good spirit in us, Sha.
My good country.
The only thing I love about you is the music. Everything about us is unique.
Nigerians are very resilient.
I will ensure that I protect the image and brand of Nigeria.
Carry out my civic responsibilities.
No bribe. Shortcuts is no cut at all.
Ina muku addu'a kar ku taɓa rasa zumuncinku.
Everything when they inside me, I will put up to make sure say my Nigeria great.
Nigeria, I want you to get better.
Make your citizens happy so that nobody will think of leaving this country.
Which kind of